Hello, it's me, Tom, your friendly neighborhood atheist, and you can't tell it right now, but we're having a lunar eclipse and the blood red moon. Actually, a little bit past that now, but it got me to thinking of the tens of thousands of years where ancient man would look up at something like a eclipse or lunar eclipse and think, God, what have we done? Why are you angry with us? Why have you taken away our moon or sun or whatever? They would be flabbergasted. They wouldn't know what to do. They think something dramatic. This is a sign from God. This is something horrific that's happening to them. And that was understandable. Thousands of years ago, even hundreds of years ago, that was kind of understandable. They really didn't know what caused things like eclipses. Now, hundreds of years ago, a lot of people did, but not everybody. So, understandably, there was plenty of people who would be shocked and horrified and think that God had done something or they'd done something to offend their God and they should be worried. Hundreds of years ago, not today. Today we know what causes things like eclipses and all kinds of astronomical events. We don't need to be superstitious, and yet we are. Not necessarily about eclipses or meteors or, astrological events, but we are very superstitious. We think that our behavior affects how God responds to us because we think that there is a God. Our reasoning for thinking that there is a God is, well, we don't know what the hell's going on, so there must be a God that's controlling it. Because obviously we're not controlling it. Something bigger than us is controlling it. Therefore there must be God. And that's why people think there's a God. One of the many reasons. But that's the reasons for tens of thousands of years people thought there was gods. Because they didn't know what was going on. And they knew they were not in control. And they thought something had to be in control. There had to be a plan. So they thought there was a God. And the idea that there must be a God has carried over for tens of thousands of years to modern day, where even though we know these superstitious things aren't caused by gods, we are so programmed from tens of thousands of years of thinking that there were gods to think that there are gods. And many, many people cannot let that go. And then there's people like myself who not only could let it go, but never really let it sink in that there was a God because it never made any sense. I knew what eclipses were. I knew what astronomical events were. And they were explained to me, and they made sense. So I never had a reason to think that it was a God behind it. Anyways, hope you got a chance to see the eclipse. In Chicago, it was a little bit cloudy. Didn't get to see it real well, but took some pictures. Maybe I'll share them. And I'm Tom, your friendly neighborhood atheist. And don't be fooled by eclipses. God's not doing it.